In this video, I'm going to go through several SBF projects in non-mature areas that are worth your attention. Note that I'm focusing on projects that are still under construction instead of the older units that were repurchased by HDB. If you want to know the best SBF deals in mature areas, check out my channel because I have discussed it on a separate video. First up, we have Brickland Weave at Tengah. This project is scheduled to be completed in 2027 and offering 255 units of 2-room flexi, 3-room, 4-room, and 5-room flats. So the balanced flats here are actually still quite a lot. In terms of location, if we look at the map, honestly, this is kinda in the middle of nowhere at this point in time. There is a new MRT station coming up in the future, but it would be several years down the road. And even if that particular MRT station has been constructed, as you can see, it's not exactly within walking distance. So if you opted to live here, seems like you will continue to rely on buses to get around. If you scroll down and try to search what units are available, okay, we can see here, we have level 9, level 8. Let's move on to different block. Okay, got level 10. It seems like this is a rather low development. It seems like it's not like 20 plus floors because so far the highest I can find is level 12. But as you can see, there are quite a lot of options being presented here. Oh, okay. I found level 14, so that's good. So this could be one of your option if you are looking for a flat that will be completed soon and you don't mind traveling around by bus. But then in terms of price, to be very transparent, you know, $400,000 plus, this is not exactly cheap either, considering the location. So that is something that you have to consider. Next up, we have Jurong Arcadia at Jurong West. So this project is targeted to be completed by 2027 and still have just under 200 units available if you are interested. They have 2-room flexi, 3-room, 4-room, and also 5-room flats. So actually, this is a good amount of balanced flats in terms of numbers. Now let's look at the map. In terms of location, again, to be transparent, again, this SBF project is located in the middle of nowhere. There will be a new MRT station to be constructed in several years. But then again, the issue is that even if that is already completed, as you can see, it's not within walking distance. So it will continue to be far and you will need to rely on buses. But if you want to look at it from a positive angle, at least, this development seems to be close to a lot of schools nearby. So if you have young children still going to school, you still have quite a lot of options around. Now let's look at some examples of the flat options. So for example, I pick, okay, 4-room Malay. Okay, this block, only low floor units are available. The price is close to $400,000. Okay. So I changed the block number and we can see here that they still have like level 17, level 15, level 14, etc. I wonder whether this particular block still have a lot of balanced flats because it's not good facing. I don't know. Let's look at other blocks. Okay, so this block even have more balanced flats. Still got level 16, 15, 14, etc. And then again, same team for level 5 and under. They have plenty of available units left. So I think the price, we can gauge that it's not exactly cheap, even though the location is still far away. Okay, now let's look at the 5-room flat. Let's see what the price looks like. $565,000 for level 10. Okay. Look at other blocks. Okay, they have level 14, but then the price is much higher at $574,000. Okay. I think this one, if you really wanted a house fast and you don't mind living in the middle of nowhere, quote unquote. Of course, it's not in the middle of nowhere, but it's just very far from any MRT station, right? If you don't mind, this could be one of your options. Okay, next up, we have Rail Green 1 and 2 at Choa Chu Kang. The project is scheduled to be completed between 2027 to 2028, and it still have over 150 units available from 2-room flexi, 3-room, 4-room, 5-room, and surprisingly, 3 gen is also still available. If we look at the map, this probably explains why they still have a lot of balanced flats. It's because, again, the location. I am clearly detecting a theme here, guys. Like most of the SBF units that are still left over, has very unfortunate location. They are all far away from MRT station. So for example, like this one, the nearest one is Choa Chu Kang MRT station, is it? But then you have to take a bus. It's not within walking distance. I don't know whether they will build any upcoming MRT station near here. It doesn't seem so. If you wanna look at it from a positive side, probably living here would be suitable for those who like peaceful condition and also like going outdoor. Seems like you have Bukit Panjang Park connector, and then you have Sungai Pangsua there. So if you like jogging or cycling, that could probably be some nice routes. Now let's look at the available flats. So for example, why don't we pick 3 gen? Let's see what does it look like in terms of options and prices. Okay, for 3 gen you have 6th floor, price is just above $500,000. Okay, the other block is also, the highest one is level 5. Okay, let's look at 5-room instead. 5-room, okay. The price is actually not that much difference with 3 gen. So, personally, if if somebody put a gun on my head and asked me to pick a unit in this project, I think I don't know. I think I would pick 3 gen flat, because 3 gen flats would have 4 bedrooms and 2 of them are ensuite, have ensuite bathrooms, so that's good. Okay, but the 5-room here, you still have option for level 27, level 25. Let's see, what do they have? Okay, so 2-room flexi actually also have at high floor. Price is around $200,000. Okay. I mean, for seniors who doesn't need to go to the CBD area like every day to go to work, right? This could probably one of the option that you can consider. I mean, if you don't mind living in a remote place, this project might be for you. Next up, we have Marceling Peak 1 and 2. It is scheduled to be completed in 2028 and still have just above 100 units left of 2-room flexi, 3-room, 4-room, and 5-room flat. As you can see, the project is here, and then the nearest MRT station are Woodlands North MRT station or the Woodlands MRT station itself. Again, this is another project that will need to rely on feeder bus. Definitely not within walking distance. In terms of the flat options, let's pick. Oh, interestingly, for 4-room, there is no more slot for Malay. So you have to be either Chinese or Indian to apply for 4-room in this project. Okay, highest level 6. Okay. Oh, but the price is quite okay. For 4-room, the price is $376,000. I think the price is still okay. It's just that the floor level is not so high. Okay. If I change the selection to a different block, then they still have level 27, which is very good. I wonder whether you will be able to see the ocean, because this one is very tall, right? And then this project is only like few kilometers away from the ocean. Yeah, so under $500,000. Yeah, this is actually good. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So if I change the block number, this one even still have level 34. Oh goodness. I wonder whether the couple who let this go did they broke up or something, or got a divorce or something? Like, I can't imagine. Oh, so many people let go of like high floors like this, huh? Let's take a look at the other option. Okay, let's take a look at the 5-room. 5-room, okay, again, must be Chinese or Indian. Okay, you still have level 18, level 13. Yeah, so I'm just going to go through so that you have a rough sense of how much is the price for different projects. But this one, considering that it is already under construction and will be available in several years, I mean, if you want a very big living room, but personally, I think if you have limited budget, I think 4-room is actually good enough. Next up, we have Woodgrove Edge, which is targeted to be completed in 2027, and they still have 61 units left. Now, I know that this is not much, but surprisingly for non-mature projects in this SBF, there's not that many projects that still have a lot of leftover units. If we look at the map, so this is the project over here, and then Woodlands MRT station is over here. Quite far, you'll have to rely on feeder buses. If you want to look at it from a positive side, surrounding the area, actually there are quite a lot of primary and secondary school. So if you are parents with young children, you should be able to find options for your kids' schooling, so that's good. Now let's look at the flat options. Let's say I pick 4. Okay, let me pick Indian this time. See what's there. Okay, level 4, level 3. The price is quite reasonable, 300 something. Okay, let me change the race in case that can help to show like higher floors. Level 4, level 4. Yeah. So far, seems like they only left with low floor units, level 2, 3, and 4. Okay, this one at level 12. So somebody got a divorce or split with their fiance, most likely. Okay, this one also still have like level 11. Yeah, but the price is okay. Let's pick 5-room and see what do we have. Okay, level 5, level 10. So the option, as you can see, for this project is not much. Probably because Woodlands is considered more mature nowadays. Even though you are far from MRT station, but there are still a lot of amenities. Last but not least, we have Woodlands Beacon, which is scheduled to be completed in 2028. It has just about 57 units, which I know is not much, but again, I've gone through the different projects. It's really not much. So what I have shown to you are already the projects that have the most available units in non-mature towns which are still under construction. If we look at the map, one thing that is very special about this project is the fact that it's relatively close to the MRT station, and it's Woodlands MRT station. So this one is actually quite good. If we look at the available flats, let's pick Chinese. C block. Wow, they still have level 28. Level 28, 21. Even level 30 also still have. It's under $500,000 near Woodlands MRT station. Brand new, meaning still under construction. And it's only 5-year MOP, level 30. Wow. Like whoever could get these flats, I think, should be very grateful. So for 3-room also still have options on very high floors. As you can see, level 30, 29, 28, etc. The price is somewhere around $370,000, which I think is quite okay considering the location and that it is almost completed in several years' time. What is interesting is that for 3-room, you can see here that for Malay, the quota is only 1 left. So it seems like in Woodlands area, there are quite a lot of Malay. So it's more difficult to find the quota here. Okay, so same goes with this, right? See, 4-room Malay, the available ethnic quota is only 1. Chinese and Indian still have more. So that is something for you to consider as well, whether you want to apply or not to a certain town. I do have a watch out for people who are interested in applying for SBF. Even though the HDB website is displaying SBF per project, I do want to highlight that based on the current rule, you can only apply for one type of flat and one town. You cannot pick a certain project. So for example, you can only pick Bishan for flat SBF, that's it. And you also cannot apply for SBF and BTO at the same time. That's not possible. So the issue is SBF also contains a lot of repurchased older flats. When I say old, it's like the balance leasehold is only like 40 to 60 years kind of thing. So if let's say you manage to get a queue number for SBF, it depends on how good is the queue number. If the number is not good, you might end up with a very limited option of flats, which can be problematic if the only option left are the older repurchased flats. Why? Because the penalty still applies if you don't select a flat. It's not just penalty for BTO, but also there is non-selection penalty for SBF. HDB website stated that they will only waive the non-selection count for applicants if there are 5 or fewer SBF flats to choose from. So the buffer is very thin. So my general suggestion is, if you have decided that you want to apply for SBF, please do the due diligence to check how many new flats versus old flats in the town that you want to apply for. This is very important to educate yourself what is the risk level if you apply for SBF in a particular town. Personally, I think the old repurchased HDB flats should have been offered in a different way, maybe via open booking flat or something. It should be separated from the overall SBF process because for young couples especially, they will be in tough spots if they have to choose between buying an old flat or taking the non-selection penalty, which might have an indirect impact on their family planning, etc. So those are the notable SBF projects in the non-mature areas. Comment down below if you find something that wasn't discussed in this video. Check the link in the description box below if you want to see similar SBF analysis but for mature towns, as I have discussed it in a separate video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!